Hey, listen, won't you follow me?
Take a journey to another time.
You won't be disappointed, wait and see.
Close your eyes and sit back, take a ride
To the Nifty Fifties.
Black boots and a motorcycle jacket,
saddle shoes and bobby socks,
dungarees and a cool white t-shirt. Take me right back to the Nifty Fifties. I long to be there every now and then. I'm cruising back to the Nifty Fifties. I'm gonna live it all again.
Why yes folks, it was the Nifty Fifties, a time of rebel teens, wild music, fast cars, and crazy fads.
Like flying saucers in 3D movies.
James Dean, Marlon Brando,
Hula hoops and Davy Crockett hats.
Elvis, Buddy, and Dion,
And of course, no self-respecting guy would be caught dead without a comb in his back pocket.
and no self-respecting girl would be caught dead without the latest shades of lipstick.
Shades like Hound Dog Orange or Heartbreak Hotel Pink.
French twist with a little curl,
Ducktails and long thick sideburns.
cute bangs and a ponytail.
A slick DA's gonna get my dream girl. Take me right back to the Nifty Fifties. I long to be there every now and then. I'm cruising back to the Nifty Fifties. I'm gonna live it all again.
The slang of the 1950s changed faster than Elvis's waistline. For example, hot in 1950 soon changed to cool.
Real Gone became the most.
And soon way out was just about as in as you could get.
And of course, nobody wanted to be labeled
Swear!
Which was the worst thing you could possibly be.
A guy had to try hard to be cool in the 1950s.
Yeah, how else would you get a date?
That's right.
Some of us had to work harder than others. Gonna meet him at the soda shop,
Gonna take her to the high school sock hop.
drive-in movie on a Saturday night.
Lover's Lane in the summertime moonlight. Take me right back to the Nifty Fifties. I long to be there every now and then. I'm cruising back to the Nifty Fifties. I'm gonna live it all again.
Well, anyways, I think you get the picture.
The 1950s was a great time to be a teenager.
Hey, I dig it. What y'all say we go down to Lisa's Luncheonette, sit down a soda, and spin a few tunes on the juke?
Of course, you're invited to come too.
Be there, be square.
Why yes folks, the 1950s was the most. And the one thing that helped make it that way,
The best thing to come out of the 1950s.
Rock and roll. Take me right back to the Nifty Fifties. I long to be there every now and then. I'm cruising back to the Nifty Fifties. I'm gonna live it all again. Come on along. Come on to the Nifty Fifties. Come on along. Going back to the Nifty Fifties. Come on along. Going back to the Nifty Fifties. Come on along. Come on to the Nifty Fifties. Come on, come on. Going right into the Nifty Fifties. Come on. Come on to the Nifty Fifties. Come on. Let's go right into the Nifty Fifties. Come on. Come on to the Nifty Fifties. Come on. Going right into the Nifty Fifties. Come on. Come on to the Nifty Fifties. Come on to the Let's go right into the Nifty Fifties.
I'm so nervous. There's nothing to worry about, Virginia. Everybody's nervous their first day. I hope I don't spill anything. That's what towels are for. Donald was a nervous wreck his first day. Weren't you, Donald?
If you say so.
Spilled a banana split on the floor. It was very messy. Hard to clean up. That's awful.
Yeah, it wasn't so bad. But Louise's memory is.
Why do you say that?
Because it wasn't a banana split. I recall every detail. It was a chocolate college ice. 1 scoop of chocolate syrup, caramel, almonds, toenail clippings, cherry on top.
I could have sworn it was a banana split. Heavy on the crushed pineapple.
Nah, that came later.
Everything needed is on the table. Salt, pepper, sugar, napkins, ketchup, mustard. Menus are right over there. You'll carry your order book and pencil in your apron pocket. I know I'm late, Louise. Please don't scold. I won't scold. Come and meet your replacement. Virginia Siegel. Virginia, this is Edna Stover. Oh, we already know each other. Oh, sorry to hear you moving to Michigan.
Dad's getting a great job. The automobile business is booming, and he wants to be a part of it. He's helping to design the axle.
Whatever that is.
Hey, I bet you'll miss the old hometown.
Oh, I'm sure I will,
You'll make new friends.
but I won't forget the old ones.
Most of the kids will order cheeseburgers with fries. It's the #1 after-school treat.
Hey, don't forget lime cokes and cherry cokes and vanilla cokes. They're popular too.
They should be here any minute. School's out for the day. Edna, you give Virginia a hand.
Now that's what I call a hint.
I'll be in the kitchen if you need me. She's awfully nice, isn't she?
The best. If it's food you want, tell Louise. If it's floats, shakes, ice cream, beverages, tell Donald.
Ready for action. For toppings of chocolate, strawberry, crushed pineapple, and marshmallow sauce.
Sounds good. All right, let me get rid of this.
I think I'm failing Latin. Latin's a dead language. I'll be dead when my father sees my report card.
High school is so boring.
Look who's here. Royalty.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
Suit yourself.
Donald Spinney is so rude. Common.
Oh, la-di-da.
If you don't show more respect for paying customers, I'll report you to the management.
Management? You mean Louise? She's in the kitchen. Want me to go get her?
Ignore him, Muffin. He's not worth our time.
He's beneath notice.
You've broken my little heart.
My Cocker Spaniel, Tippy, has more manners than Donald Spinney. He'll always be a jerk.
I trust you mean soda jerk. Look at it this way. I'm the best soda jerk in town.
Ugh. We better get a table before the place fills up. I hate sitting next to the counter.
Isn't it his table?
No, I don't think so. It's too close to Donald Spinney.
I think it's unattractive to sit too close to the counter. How about this one?
What do you think, Muffin?
I think this one. I haven't seen you before.
First day.
Hey, don't give her a hard time. She's a nice gal.
My name's Virginia.
We didn't ask for your name.
She's awful forward for a waitress, don't you think?
Let's study the menu.
Why study the menu? It's the same as it was yesterday. It never changes.
Don't answer him, girls. It would only encourage him.
He's so fresh.
May I take your orders?
Come back later.
Sure.
Where are the trumpets? Where are the drums? Where are the damsels? Jughead Jarvis is here.
Hiya, Jughead.
Hi, Donald. Hiya, girls.
Hello, Jughead.
Did any of you dolls see the movie down at the Bijou?
We're not dolls.
If you don't mind, Jughead, Aunt Jane and I were having a private conversation.
Well, excuse me. Ann and Jane and I were having a private conversation. I think I'll saunter over to the soda fountain and have a private conversation with a glass of root beer.
Honestly, girls, the boys at our school are definitely not worth talking about. They have no class, none whatsoever.
No appreciation for the finer things in life. They don't know how to treat a lady.
There's just one boy who has potential.
You don't mean. Of course he does. George Bullock. George Bullock. Not only is he a basketball star, he's handsome.
And shy. He sure doesn't have much to say.
That's because he's the strong, silent type. Still water runs deep.
Who's talking about Stillwater?
He's driving a new Road Buick Skylark convertible.
How do you know?
I saw him at the drive-in. Who is he with? A bunch of guys.
How disappointing.
Personally, I think it's unfeminine to notice what kind of a car a boy drives.
All the girls have stars in their eyes when George Bullock's around.
Girls with stars in their eyes usually end up marrying boys like Jughead and Donald.
How depressing!
So do you think you can get George to take you to the hippity hop?
He may be quiet, but he'll ask me. Wait and see. The service in this place is terrible. Yahoo! Waitress! Customers waiting!
Hey, Edna, do you catch that movie at the Bijou?
Oh, I haven't been to the Bijou in weeks. Too much on my mind lately with my family moving to Detroit and all.
When you move, we're going to miss you.
Thanks, Jughead. I sure am going to miss all of my friends.
Did you hear that?
She calls us her friends. That's pretty brazen.
Some people are so crude. I'll have a double cheeseburger with a lime Coke, lots of ice.
And I'm on a diet, so I'll just have a triple order of french fries, 2 cheeseburgers, 1 grilled cheese, a vanilla sundae, and of course, a large chocolate shake with extra whipped cream, sprinkles, and 3 cherries on top.
Lemonade.
That's a double cheeseburger with a lime Coke, a triple order of french fries, 2 cheeseburgers, 1 grilled cheese, a vanilla sundae, a large chocolate shake with extra cream, cherries, and sprinkles, and a lemonade. I hope I don't spill anything.
You probably will.
That new waitress doesn't look competent.
In that case, we won't leave her a tip.
We never leave a tip.
I know Louise will go for the idea. I don't know.
Don't think positive, Rosemary. It won't hurt to ask.
Hey, Gracie, did you see that picture at the Bijou?
I've been too busy.
How about you, Rosemary?
Nope.
Evelyn?
I only go to movies that make me cry.
How come?
I'm the sentimental type.
Could have fooled me.
Hi, Muffin, Jane, Anne. Hello, Gracie.
So, ladies, what'll it be?
3 Cokes, I guess. But I need to speak to Louise.
You mean right now? very minute?
It's terribly important.
You might say it's urgent.
Gracie has a wonderful idea.
Oh, well, the place won't be the same without you, Edna.
In a few days, I'll be nothing but a memory.
Oh, that's so sad.
3 Cokes!
3 Cokes coming up.
How are the dance plans coming? Gracie?
Well, that's why I want to speak to Louise.
What's the mystery?
I don't like to talk about things unless I'm sure they're going to work out.
How practical. The school gym is a mess. All that remodeling.
And dust. The gym floor is covered in dust. I'm allergic to dust. Achoo!
Might be kind of fun. Dancing in dust.
You would say something like that, Jughead?
It's a measure of your intelligence.
How would you know?
Ignore him, Anne.
With pleasure.
Edna said you wanted to speak with me, Gracie?
She does.
I do. I'm listening.
Well, you probably know that I'm the head of this year's dance committee.
I do. Congratulations.
It's going to be a hippity hop.
So? Well, we can't have it in the school gymnasium because it's all torn up because of remodeling. So?
Well, I thought it would be a sensational idea if we held the dance somewhere else.
Where?
Here?
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 In the public luncheonette?
Common. Vulgar.
I think it's a great idea, Gracie, but there wouldn't be enough room.
There would be if Louise opened the folding doors to the meeting room.
Yeah, where my dad's Kiwanis Club meets every Thursday morning.
And I suppose we'll have to place our orders at the door and pay the cashier as we leave.
That's not what I had in mind. We'll have to provide refreshments no matter where the dance is held, so I figured we could use the money to purchase ice cream and stuff for everyone here.
It sounds great.
You would say that?
Anything to get us away from the school.
Thanks, Jughead.
I don't know what to say.
Say yes.
You wouldn't have to worry about a thing, Louise. The kids will be on their best behavior, and I already have a crew lined up to clean up after the dance.
I suppose I do owe you kids a favor. You are my best customers.
Say it's okay.
I'm not sure.
Come on, Louise.
It'll be fun. There will be a line of kids around the block. Around the block?
Waiting to get in.
Kids will come from everywhere. Just think about it. They'll be coming from the country. They'll be moving from the burbs.
They'll be walking through the city. They'll be standing on the curb.
They'll be coming across the nation, everywhere in between.
It'll be the best hippity hop this town has ever seen. They'll be moving and a groove until they just can't stop. Everybody's coming to the hippity hop. See 'em on the sidewalk, see 'em in the street, rocking and a rolling to the uptown beat. Girlfriends, boyfriends, sister, brother, up one side and down the other, till they just can't walk. Run around the block.
They'll be running down the alley. They'll be running through the park.
They'll be jumping out of taxis. They'll be coming after dark.
You'll be crawling from the woodwork, rising up from the floor,
Dropping down from the skylight.
They'll be knocking down the door. They'll be moving
Line it up.
until they just
Line
can't
it
stop.
up. Moving,
Everybody's coming to the hippity
Line it
hop.
up.
See 'em on
Line
the
it up.
sidewalk, see 'em on
Line
the
it
street,
up.
rocking and a rolling to the
Line it
uptown
up.
beat. Girlfriends,
Line it up.
boyfriends, sister,
Line it up.
brother,
Moving
up one
and
side and
grooving
down
on
the
sugar,
other.
till they just can't walk. Rock around the block.
They'll be moving
Line it up.
until they just
Line
can't
it up.
stop.
Moving and
Everybody's coming to the
grooving.
hippity
Turn it up.
hop. See 'em on
Line
the
it up.
sidewalk, see 'em in the
Line it up.
street, rocking and a rolling to the uptown
Turn it up.
beat. Girlfriends,
Line it up.
boyfriends, sister,
Line it up.
brother,
Moving and grooving on sugar, till they just can't walk. Rock around the block.
everyone wants to come to a dance held in a luncheonette.
It's such a common idea.
Vulgar. It is not. It's a wonderful idea.
I suppose a few freshmen and sophomores might show up. They'd show up for anything. But juniors and seniors? Ha! Never.
Never.
Well, I don't agree with you.
You will when your hippity hop trips and falls on its face.
I tell you, the kids will turn out.
It's a stupid idea.
And I suppose you could come up with a better idea?
Why not rent a hotel ballroom?
That would cost money.
Naturally.
There isn't enough money in the budget to rent a hotel ballroom.
Then perhaps you shouldn't be head of the dance committee.
Muffin's right. If you can't do a single thing right, why do it at all? That's what my mother always says.
You're wrong, Muffin. Everyone will turn out.
Oh, tell me why.
Because
I'm listening.
Because I've got a real rock star coming to perform at the dance.
Huh? I don't believe you.
Well, it's true.
And who is this rock star?
Ziggy Springer, that's who.
Ziggy Springer?
Now you'll change your tune.
Why would a big rock star like Ziggy Springer perform at our school dance?
In a luncheonette.
She's obviously lying. Gracie never lies. Well, it just so happens that Ziggy is my cousin.
Cousin? Ziggy Springer. How I like his sound. Oh, baby, man! Oh, baby, man! Oh, baby, man! Rock and roll! How was I?
Don't ask.
You sounded as if you had your tonsils removed.
More like someone strangling a cat. Well, I thought you were very good, Donald.
Me too.
You owe Gracie an apology, Muffin.
And she'll get one. If and when Ziggy Springer sings at this place.
Gotta hand it to you, Donald. For a second or two there, you sounded just like Ziggy.
Only for a second? Two?
Muffin Mansfield is such a snob. I didn't know Ziggy Springer was your cousin. Yeah, well, distant. How distant? How distant can you get? But he did promise to show up at the hippity hop. Well, not exactly. What do you mean by not exactly? I haven't asked him yet. Haven't asked him? I don't want Muffin to overhear. She just made me so mad. I had to think of something fast.
Gracie, I've got to talk to you in private.
You get the message. Don't have to hit us over the head with a hammer. What's the matter with you, Bob?
Has Sinbad Galucci been around?
Sinbad Galucci? Oh, that creep.
I mean, I wouldn't tell this to anyone but my sister. But I'm in big trouble.
Has it anything to do with Sinbad Galucci?
Yeah.
Then you are in big trouble.
I mean, you know I can't resist motorcycles. I love them, love them, love them.
Go on.
Well, I spotted Sinbad's new Harley Davidson Sportster and I took it for a spin.
You didn't.
I did. It was so new and shiny. Red and black. A big headlight, quick acceleration, zoom, zoom. I just couldn't resist my impulse.
Well, I hope Sinbad never finds out you took it for a spin.
Neither do I. I smashed it up.
Bob!
If Sinbad finds out it was me, my days are numbered.
I don't even want to think about it.
Neither do I. I'm a nervous wreck. My throat's gone dry. Hey, Donald, what about a glass of water?
I'll bite. What about a glass of water?
Very funny.
Messing with Sinbad Gallucci's motorcycle? How could you be so stupid?
I don't know. It must just be a chemical imbalance. Maybe from all the concussions I've had. I don't have long to live. I can feel it in my bones. Why couldn't I just like hot rods instead of motorcycles?
What's wrong, Gracie? You look pale.
Oh, it's nothing.
Hey, Bob, did you see the movie at the Bijou?
Don't talk to me about movies. I've got too much on my mind.
Like what?
A refill.
Hi, George. Hi, George.
Hi, girls. Guys, this basketball got away from me. That doesn't happen very often.
It certainly doesn't. Everyone says you're the best basketball player we've ever had, even if you are a transfer student.
It's nice of you to say so, Muffin.
Think nothing of it.
You're coming to the hippity hop, aren't you, George?
I haven't given it much thought.
Well, thanks to Gracie, we're going to have it right here.
Where?
In Louise's luncheonette.
Isn't that Gauge?
I think it's a creative idea.
Thank you, George.
And Ziggy Springer's gonna be there.
Who's he?
Who's he?
The rock star.
If you say so.
He's the greatest.
I don't listen to music much. If I want to relax, I dribble.
Hey, George, did you see that movie at the Bijou?
The one with Steve McQueen?
That's it.
Yeah, I saw it.
Why didn't you say it was the one with Steve McQueen? What a dreamboat. We saw it over in Mountain City last week.
What was it about? What was it about? Just read the billboards. It's a giant. It's a monster. When will it stop?
They couldn't believe their eyes. They couldn't escape the horror.
And neither will you.
Your flesh will creep at the glob that crawls.
See teenagers versus a gluttonous alien.
See a whole town caught in a web of jealousy.
Witnessed the day the earth stood still. Glatu Gortsparada Nikto!
Wait a minute. That's from a different movie.
Oh, yeah. Well, anyways, came from outer space, landed in a field, a worldwide threat to the whole human race.
It ain't a farmer, a mechanic, a doctor, and a nurse. But that was just an appetizer. Things got worse.
It crawled on into town, into a local store. It almost got Steve McQueen. Wait, there's more.
It snuck into a movie house and ate the projectionist.
Then crept into the audience, a true antagonist.
What was it? What was it? For Pete's sake, what was it? It was the blob, a big old blob. An icky, sticky, ooey, gooey, chubby, tubby, gummy, gluey, flabby, lumpy, bumpy, hunk of jello. It was the blob, a big old blob. A messy, mushy, goopy, gluppy, gucky, mucky, slushy, sloppy, soggy, sludgy, podgy, hunk of jello.
The crowd began to scream and scurry for the door. Before they could escape, it ate a dozen or more.
They called the sheriff to confront this terrifying curse. But little did they know that things would soon get worse.
They scrambled for their lives and knocked each other down. The sheriff barely got away to warn the town.
Holding back his deputy, the sheriff declared,
Don't go in there, Jim. It's the most horrible thing I've ever seen.
What was it? What was it? For Pete's sake, what was it? It was the blob, a big old blob. An icky, sticky, ooey, gooey, chubby, tubby, gummy, gluey, flabby, lumpy, bumpy, hunk of jello.
Yes!
It was the blob, a big old blob. A messy, mushy, goopy, gluppy, gucky, mucky, slushy, sloppy, soggy, sludgy, podgy, hunk of jello.
What next?
It gobbled up a diner with all the folks inside.
they ran into the basement, but they knew they couldn't hide.
It started down the stairs, now what were they to do?
That's when Steve McQueen discovered CO2.
What happened? What happened? For Pete's sake, what happened?
It seems that the blob couldn't stand the cold.
It started to retreat and wasn't nearly as bold.
Steve got on the telephone to tell them what he found.
They brought in extinguishers from all around.
They sprayed and sprayed till it was solid as ice.
Then packed it in a crate and followed Steve's advice.
They called in the Air Force to fly it away.
They dropped it in Alaska where it still remains today!
Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
Thank God.
It was a blob, a big old blob. An icky, sticky, ooey, gooey, chubby, tummy, gummy, gluey, flabby, lumpy, bumpy, hunk of jello. Yes, it was the blob, a big old blob. A messy, mushy, goopy, gloppy, gucky, mucky, slushy, sloppy, soggy, sludgy, pudgy, hunk of jello. It was the blob, a big old blob. An icky, sticky, ooey, gooey, chubby, tummy, gummy, gluey, flabby, lumpy, bumpy, hunk of jello. Yes, it was the blob, a big old blob. A messy, mushy, gooey, gloppy, gucky, mucky, slushy, sloppy, soggy, sludgy, pudgy, hunk of jello. Yes.
The blob.
The blob, the blob, the blob, the blob, the blob. It was the blob.
You've been keeping a secret from me, George.
What makes you say that?
You didn't tell me that you had a new road Buick Skylark convertible. That's my favorite car. Some girls think it's unfeminine to notice what kind of a car a boy drives, but I don't. Do you?
That's my uncle's car. He let me borrow it.
Look at that, Gracie. She's so obvious.
Poor guy. Having to put up with a leech like Muffin. She doesn't even know what a nice person he is. You know, he sits by me in geometry class and he helps me a lot.
Oh, Gracie, you've got to do something.
Well, what would you suggest?
Geometry.
Excuse me, George. Sorry to interrupt. But I'm stumped again. Could you help me on a geometry problem?
She didn't need help.
That was just a cheap attempt to get George's attention.
She's so obvious. She doesn't know she's competing against a pro. Oh, George, I'm so dumb when it comes to sports, and I don't know anything about basketball. Nice try, Gracie. Here.
Well,
George, did you know that I have more cashmere sweaters than any girl in school?
No.
That's my table.
Could I have my basketball back, Gracie?
Sure. Where are we supposed to sit?
Over there.
By the counter?
George, I'm confused about a pass, and I don't know anything about blocking.
Did you know I practice every afternoon at the YMCA?
Why, no, George, I didn't.
All right, who did it?
Yeah, man, you guys heard Sinbad.
Peace.
Who did what?
Some jerk busted up my Harley-Davidson Sportster.
Yeah, some jerk.
Jerk. I don't want any trouble from you, Sinbad. I've told you that before.
I never had my Harley-Davidson Sportster busted up before.
Never.
Never.
You two quit it? The tambourine and bongos, it's getting on my nerves. Don't have enough to worry about already?
Sorry about that, Sinbad.
Don't sweat it, Sinbad.
Look, it's those awful beatniks, Rick and Misty.
I didn't know they were friends with Sinbad Galucci.
I didn't know Sinbad Galucci had any friends.
I heard that.
What's all this about?
Weren't you listening? My Harley-Davidson Sportster. Misty and Rip saw some high schooler riding it. He's the one who busted it up. When I find him...
Think beautiful thoughts, man. Relax.
Yeah, Sinbad, just go with the flow, man.
And I suppose you think you'll find that high schooler in here?
Why not? This is where they all hang out. Misty, Rip, do you see him?
Nope.
I'm not seeing him, Sinbad.
Peace.
Well, he'll show up sooner or later. When I find him...
Donald, call the police.
Hold on, Louise. I think I can handle this.
Who are you?
That's not important. We don't want to cause trouble in Louise's luncheonette. It'd give the place a bad name, and you'd be hauled away by the police.
For what?
For disturbing the peace.
Now why don't you sit down and have a fizz cola, or be on your way?
You trying to be funny?
Oh, Sinbad, he's making sense, man.
Go with the flow.
All right, I'll go. But I'll be back. And when I find him...
This place has bad vibes, man.
Oh, I feel sorry for whoever messed with Sinbad's bike.
You handled that nicely, George.
It was nothing.
You ought to see what's going on across the street.
What?
Little girl's been working a hula hoop for over 5 hours. It's like a perpetual motion. She's never going to stop.
Now this I got to see. Do you mind, Louise? Just for a sec?
Go ahead. I'm sure any new customer we get is over there anyways.
Aren't you coming, Gracie?
She could be establishing a world record. You go along.
I bet I know what you're worrying about.
Me too.
Ziggy Springer. What are you gonna do?
Well, there's only one thing I can do.
Cancel the hippity hop?
What? I would never do that.
Well, what are you gonna do about Ziggy? The only thing I can do. When Ziggy is in town Saturday night for his concert at the auditorium, I'll be there.
Blood is thicker than water.
Oh, don't talk about blood. That makes me think about Sinbad Galucci and my brother.
You don't know what you're missing. What are you waiting for? She's fantastic.
He's thinking about hula hoops, and I'm thinking about Ziggy Springer.
All right, everybody, please calm down. I'm older than you think. Give me a break, please. One more encore, that's it, I promise. But I tell you this, it'll be the song that makes the heart of every teen queen beat faster. Let's hear it, Ziggy. Oh, baby.
Baby, baby, oh baby, baby. She rocks when she rolls, rolls when she rocks. My baby makes my heart go tick tock. She's looking real good, looking real fine. Gives me itty bitty chills up and down my spine. She wiggles when she walks, or giggles when she talks. Hoping and praying that she'll be my baby.
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah.
Baby, baby, baby. Oh, baby. Baby. Oh, baby. Baby. She rocks when she rolls, rolls when she rocks. My baby makes my heart go tick tock. She's looking real good. My
I'm telling no lie, she's my honey bunny, lemma, cutie pie. She wiggles when she walks, or giggles when she talks. My blood's about to boil now, I gotta refill that, baby. Yeah. Baby. Yeah. Baby. All right, I need you to help me out now. All right? I need you to put your hands together and give me a little clap going, all right? All right, that's it. You're looking good. My baby's got me sweating, turning inside out. My mouth's hanging open, but I just can't shout. My body won't move when the girls are around. Got me reeling, got me feeling like I'm upside down. My knees start shaking, I'm sizzling like bacon. My liver's all a quiver and I'm melting like butter. My nerves are a-hopping, eyes are a-popping. I can't barely talk, I just stammer and a stutter. Baby, yeah. Baby, yeah. Baby. Oh baby, she rocks when she rolls when she rocks. My baby makes my heart go tick-tock, baby. Oh baby. She rocks when she rolls when she rocks. My baby makes my heart go tick-tock. Thank you.
You and a million other Bobby Soxes. The exit's this way. Let's not waste time arguing.
And look, he'll see me. I know he'll see me.
What makes you so sure?
We're related?
I've heard that before. Look, kid, I don't want any trouble, but if you don't go quietly...
Woo-wee! We're a sensational shot on that, Beverly. And I bet you we couldn't have squeezed in another fan if we... who's this?
Says she's related to Ziggy.
I am!
And, how exactly did you get past security?
That's what I'd like to know.
Look, we're cousins. Sort of.
And just be a nice kid and get lost. I'll mail an autographed photo of Ziggy instead. How about that? You see, I've been an influence on him. I'm his manager, and this here is my personal secretary, Miss Griffith.
Hi. Yeah, I don't want an autographed photo of Ziggy.
What are you saying, kid?
Every Bobby Sox in America wants an autographed photo of Ziggy Springer.
If you'll just let me talk to him.
She could be dangerous. Do you remember what happened in Watertown?
Don't remind me.
Let's get rid of her.
Great.
Hey! What are you doing? Hey, let go of me! Let go!
If you don't go quietly, I'll call security.
Hey! Ziggy! Ziggy! Let go!
What's going on over here?
Nothing to worry about.
Overzealous fan.
I am not Ziggy, I'm your cousin!
My cousin?
My mother is your mother's third cousin, or maybe second cousin was removed.
Wait, what's your name, you lady?
Stanley. Gracie Stanley from Livermore.
Stanley. Livermore. You know, that does ring a bell.
That's not surprising. This girl is obviously a ding-dong.
I'm no such thing.
Stanley. Livermore. Say, is your mother's name Alice?
Yes.
Then I guess we are related. Nice to meet you, Gracie.
How do you like that?
I ain't sure that I do.
So what can I do for you, cousin? Would you like an autographed picture?
Well, it's rather private.
Get lost.
We'll be close in case you need us.
All right. I'm listening.
All right.
perfect. Well, I'm the head of the dance committee at Livermore High. We're having a luncheonette because the gymnasium's being around.
Whoa, slow down on me, all right? You're gonna run out of breath.
Well, Muffin Mansfield and some of the girls said that the hippity hop would be a big flop, and I got carried away. I told them it would be a big success because you'd be there. I know I shouldn't have done that, but I couldn't help myself.
Hey, Gracie, I think I understand your situation. See, either I show up and sing at your hippity hop, or you end up with an egg on your face.
Well, that's about it.
You know, I'd like to see Livermore.
You mean you'll do it?
What are relatives for?
Oh, Ziggy, thank you!
Yeah, tell you what, cousin. Why don't you and I head on across the street for a cheeseburger? Owner keeps the place close to the public just for me.
Ziggy, I can't tell you how much this means to me.
You know, I like to hear about relatives. It's comfort. You know, family ties, they're important.
Ziggy Springer, performing in a luncheonette for no pay? Now I've heard everything. You're not gonna let him do it, are you?
No, of course I ain't. You better call Miss Gracie Stanley and tell her that Ziggy can't come no more. Like he got ill with, I got it, laryngitis. Besides, you know how he is? By tomorrow, he'll forget the promise he just made.
True. I want to have a word with security, though.
Now, that makes the two of us.
Do you really think it's true?
What?
Well, half the kids say that Ziggy Springer will be here and half say he won't.
I wonder if Ziggy really is Gracie's cousin.
Well, I don't think Gracie would lie about something like that. She's a good kid.
Muffin Mansfield is just waiting for her to flop.
Oh, it would be a great memory to leave town with. Ziggy Springer at Louise's luncheonette.
Oh, baby.
I thought you said we need more chocolate syrup.
Right. I'll get it from the storeroom. Cover the counter in case anyone comes in.
Sure.
Maybe he'll play a concert in Detroit.
No, well, it wouldn't be the same as seeing him up close.
Afternoon, girls.
Hi, Officer Moore.
Is Louise back?
She's in the kitchen. Want me to get her?
Please.
Want a Coca-Cola?
No thanks, makes me burp. I hear your father's been working on something called the Edsel.
That's what he says.
I might buy one. I need a new car.
You wanted to see me, officer?
Afternoon, Louise.
Is something wrong?
Nothing serious. I just understand there was a bit of trouble in here the other day.
Trouble?
Sinbad Galucci.
Oh, that.
Well, it was nothing much. George Bullock smoothed the waters.
I'm always interested in what Sinbad's up to. He's a bad customer.
In more ways than one. I let him know he's not welcome here if he behaves badly.
Sinbad Galucci always behaves badly. Say, he's still hanging out with those beatniks?
Yeah, Riff and Misty. I always see them together.
If they cause you any trouble, you let me know.
Oh, I will. I appreciate your concern.
It's me, Joe.
How about a hamburger?
I might be tempted by a cheeseburger. Minus the cheese, of course. But, oil leaks in the kitchen. Don't want to scare away any of your customers.
I'm expecting Mrs. Nicholson any moment, Edna.
Mrs. Nicholson? Hoy, good luck with that.
Come along, Officer Moore. You like the way I cook, cheeseburgers. I flipped them over twice.
Mrs. Nicholson, I just a second said you'd be here any moment. How about a soda?
I never eat sweets. Bad for the complexion.
Please, sit down.
I have a couple of things to say, but I dislike talking on the telephone.
I agree.
You're not going to like what I have to say. Oh, your lease is up in a few weeks and I may not renew it.
Mrs. Nicholson!
You pay a very modest rent. You'll have to admit that.
It's all I can afford.
I'm a businesswoman and I have to think of my profit. There's a dry cleaner who wants this location.
A dry cleaner?
I thought I'd give you a fair warning. The other thing,
Yes?
I understand some of the students from the high school are planning to hold a dance in here.
A hippity hop.
They can forget it. I won't allow it. Noise, complaints from the neighbors, possible damage to the floor.
But I've already given my word.
You shouldn't have.
They can't have it in their school gymnasium. It's all torn up.
That's none of my concern. I've said what I've come to say. Remember, no hippity hop. I'll be on my way.
What am I gonna do? Something wrong, Louise? It's Mrs. Nicholson. She said that she might not renew my lease. That's terrible. It gets worse. She says the hippity hop can't be held here. But the kids are counting on it. What will Gracie say? Don't tell Gracie. I'll think of something and I'll tell her at the right time.
Ziggy Springer.
I don't know what everyone's so excited about. I told you Ziggy would do it.
I am his favorite cousin.
Well, I, for one, still don't believe it.
I don't believe it either.
Same here.
Spoil sports.
I believed it, and I didn't even know who he was.
Thank you, George.
I'll believe it when I see Ziggy with my own eyes.
Oh, well, how's this for proof?
What is it?
A signed photograph with an inscription. Read the inscription, George.
To my dear cousin Gracie, from Ziggy Springer. See you at the hippity hop.
I don't feel so good.
Anyone could have written that.
Of course.
Give it a rest, Muffin.
I know what we can do. We can put up a banner that says, "Welcome, Ziggy Springer." We can even get a picture taken with Ziggy. It's gonna be the best dance Livermore High ever had.
Sure sounds like it, Gracie.
Thank you, George. Well, what do you say, gang?
Bop-a-loo bop. Rock and roll. Bop-a-loo bop. Bop, bop. Bop-a-loo bop. Bop, bop. Bop-a-loo bop, bop. Dance party. Rock and roll is on its way. Bop-a-loo bop. Bop, bop. Bop-a-loo bop. Bop, bop. Bop-a-loo bop, bop. Dance party. Rock and roll is here to stay. All the cats and the chicks gonna get their kicks tonight. Gonna rock and roll till next December. Gonna be a party to remember. Bop-a-loo bop, bop, bop. Bop-a-loo bop, bop, bop. Bop-a-loo bop, bop. Dance party, rock and roll is on its way. Gonna show my moves, gotta groove till I get it right. I'm blasting off, the smoke's arising, ready for some crazy improvising. Bebop-a-loo-bop, changity-chang, rama-lama-lama, doodle-lang, doodle-lang. Gonna swing my baby all across that room, shana-na-na-na-na-na, boom-shaboom. Shooby-dooby-dooby-dooby-doo-bat-dow, ting-a-ting-a-ting-a-dong, papa-oo-mow-mow. Gonna party all night with a high school kid, ooh-bing-ting-tang, walla-walla, bing-bang. Bop-a-loo-bop, bop, bop, bop-a-loo-bop, bop, bop, bop-a-loo-bop, bop. Dance party, rock and roll is here to stay. Bop-a-loo-bop, swangity-twang, bop-a-loo-bop, do-do-lang, do-lang. Shop-a-loo-bop, dance party, rock and roll is on its way. Shop-a-loo-bop, dooby-dooby-doo-bop, down, ding-a-dong-a-doo-bop, bop-a-loo-bop, ooh-wee-wee-down, dance party, rock and roll is here to stay. Bop-a-loo, bop-a-loo, bop-a-loo-bop.
Yipes, I can't believe what I'm hearing.
I'm only telling you because you're my friend. I mean, what are friends for?
Does anyone else know?
Just my sister Gracie, but she won't say anything.
You hope. I'm sorry, you told me. Smashing of Sinbad Gallucci's Harley Davidson. Man, you like to live dangerously.
Don't tell anyone else. I don't want the word to get around.
That's understandable. Sinbad Gallucci takes no prisoners. Say, what's your mom's name again?
Mom.
I thought that was my mom's name.
Oh, Stephanie.
Oh,
Stephanie,
yeah. Hey, don't worry, I won't tell Stephanie. Just thinking about Sinbad Gallucci gives me the jitters. I've got to get out of here.
Hey, where are you going?
What does it matter? I don't think it's such a good idea for me to be seen with you.
I thought you were my friend.
When it comes to Sinbad Gallucci, I don't have any friends.
Oh, yeah? Well, I won't lend you any more comics. And I just got the latest issue of Spider-Man. The cover isn't even torn.
What, Stanley? You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
How come?
A boy your age reading comic books?
It's so common. Infantile.
You don't know what you're talking about. I've got the best comic book collection in town. It'll be worth big money someday.
You ought to read something more uplifting.
Like what?
The Holy Scriptures.
Or William Shakespeare.
We're studying him in English class.
You've got to be kidding me. William Shakespeare? Give me Spider-Man and Captain Marvel any day. Hey, Jughead, wait up!
I pity the girl who marries Bob Stanley. She wants to go out dancing, and he'll want to stay home and read stupid comic books.
Any girl who marries him would probably want to stay home and read stupid comic books.
I suppose.
I heard Bob and Jughead are joining the service when they graduate. Doesn't that give you a sense of security?
Forget about Bob and Jughead. It'll be interesting to see what happens tonight.
You mean at the hippity hop?
Well, I don't mean at the P2. I can't wait for that moment when Ziggy Springer doesn't show up and Gracie has to admit she lied.
I wonder what George Bullock will think of her then.
She'll be the school laughingstock.
When I get my hands on that guy.
Justice will be done, man.
I don't approve of violence.
Look, it's Sinbad Gallucci and those awful beatniks, Riff and Misty. Ugh. I bet Sinbad is headed straight for the electric chair. Prison, even. So young, so bad.
Let's get out of here before they see us.
They're nothing but juvenile delinquents.
Have you seen him yet?
Would I ever lie to you, Sinbad?
You might. I don't trust nobody.
You get too excited, Sinbad. Be cool. Go with the flow.
I got a right to get excited. My beautiful Harley. Broken.
Hey, man, it's alright. Maybe that guy will show up at the hippity hop tonight.
I'm counting on it. We'll be there when I find him.
I'm worried about something else.
What?
My mother's been giving me a hard time. She wants me to get a job and stop being a beatnik.
Stop being a beatnik. That's cruel and unusual punishment.
A job? Oh, that's disgusting.
Only squares work. Besides, we're rebels. Why can't people understand that?
Because they're squares, man. And squares just don't get it.
I'm a rebel with a cause, ain't no doubt. James Dean will eat your rebel heart out. I go where I want, just me and my bike. I do what I want, anytime I like. They call me the wild one, I'm hip to the jive. You won't ever catch me doing 9 to 5. The beat generation is what I'm about. The whole wide world's gonna hear me shout. I'm a rebel with a cause. country upside down. Spread the word all over town. I'll be coming around, the rebel with a cause. Oh yeah.
I'm a rebel with the cause, the beatnik type, an American bohemian, it ain't no hide.
I got my axe, my hot plate, it ain't so bad. A few jazz records in a low red hat. Call me a bum, call me a slob. I don't need no bread and I don't want no job.
The big generation is what I'm about. The whole wide world's gonna hear me shout.
I'm a rebel with a cause. Gonna turn this country upside down. Spread the word all over town. I'll be coming around, the rebel with a cause. Oh yeah. Dig it, man. We're the beat generation. Like, I ain't the great pretender, and I ain't no square. Let me tell you this, I wouldn't be caught dead without my Captain Midnight decoder ring. I'm a rabble rouser and proud of it.
Yeah, man, and like we love everything. Joey Gillis, the Big Ten, rock and roll, Zen, apple pie, Eisenhower, even Beaver Cleaver, man. We dig it all.
And like sometimes when I'm feeling down like Cassie's clown, I think, hey man, it's alright. Cause you got a whole lot of shaking going on. That's right, I'm splishing splashing. I'm rocking with Robin. I'm feeling real loose like a long-necked goose. Yakety yak, I will talk back. And when it comes right down to it, I'm saving the last dance for me.
I'm a rebel with a cause. Gonna turn this country upside down. Spread the word all over town. I'll be coming around, the rebel with a cause. Don't need no applause, hip hip hurrahs, boo ha ha's or who's and us. I'll be coming around, the rebel with a cause. Oh yeah. Freedom of speech we do defend. The end.
I feel so sorry for Louise. She's in the kitchen, been hiding in there all day, afraid to face Gracie and the kids.
Well, she'll have to tell him pretty soon. The hippity hop is only a few hours away.
You can't invite a big star like Ziggy and then say, sorry, the dance has been canceled.
You're right. It would be a black mark on Livermore High. Gracie would never recover.
If only Mrs. Nicholson were out of town.
What did you just say?
I said, if only Mrs. Nicholson were out of town.
That's a great idea.
What is?
Well, you see, we could call up Mrs. Nicholson and tell her that her brother is ill and to come fast.
Does she even have a brother?
Yeah, lives over in Brewster.
That's 300 miles.
All the better. She'll be gone until tomorrow morning, at the earliest.
What if she finds out that she's been tricked?
Ah, Virginia, we can worry about that later.
Well, what about Louise?
Well, we could tell Louise that Mrs. Nicholson changed her mind and it's okay to have the dance.
What if it doesn't work?
Oh, it just has to work. For Ziggy.
I sure hope Ziggy appreciates all that we've been doing for him.
Hey, Edna, I heard your father's helping to design a new car for the Ford Motor Company, right?
That's right.
Yeah, I was reading about it in an automotive magazine.
What did it say?
Said it's gonna be the best car ever released. Everybody's gonna want it. It's gonna be the car of the future.
Did you guys know that it was named after Henry Ford's son?
Oh, I bet it's cool.
Sure would be nice to own a car like that. Now, economically speaking, the Edsel that's really new has the best price, too.
Starting at just $2,519 for a Ranger two-door sedan.
To $3,801 for a Citation convertible.
Yes, folks, you are the reason behind the Edsel.
Oh, what do you think about the decorations? I thought the simpler the better. That way we won't have to clean much up.
Good thinking.
I think they look poverty-stricken.
Shabby.
Pathetic.
Who asked you? Let's ignore her.
I wish you would.
Perhaps we should go someplace else. Especially since we'll be here tonight to say hello to Ziggy.
Ziggy, Ziggy, Ziggy. That's all I'm hearing.
They still don't believe Gracie.
They will when Ziggy waltzes in.
If Ziggy shows up, Muffin will apologize. Won't you, Muffin?
I said I would, but I won't have to.
I'll tell Louise the good news, Virginia. You make that telephone call. Use the payphone down the street. Disguise your voice.
Good idea.
Will you have enough ice cream, Donald?
You name it, I got it. Any flavor you want.
Do you have pistachio?
Who eats pistachio?
I do.
Figures, you're nuts.
Who's taking you to the hippity hop? Gracie.
Muffin, you know perfectly well the hippity hop is an open dance. It's not necessary to have an escort.
I'd forgotten.
No, you didn't. You're just trying to stir up trouble.
Who's talking to you, Miss Bamino?
It's Famiano.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Don't talk to Rosemary like that.
I'll talk to Rosemary any way I want. This is a free country.
Gracie, I'm so glad everything's worked out. It's a burden off my mind.
What are you talking about?
The hippity hop?
What about it?
It hasn't been canceled after all. Oh, I'm so relieved.
Huh?
What was that all about?
Beats me. Louise hasn't been herself all day. She's been hiding in the kitchen. I've been real worried about her.
Doesn't sound like Louise.
No, it doesn't.
I'm so excited about tonight.
I still say tonight's gonna be a big blow up.
Unquestionably, without a doubt.
If you was bad mouthing the hippity hop,
You'll what? You'll find out.
Girls! Whatever happened to composure? Remember who and what we are? Teen Queen, facing new challenges day after day. I'm a Teen Queen, nothing's gonna stand in my way. Louise's luncheonette.
Until tonight.
And Ziggy Springer.
If I were you, Gracie, I wouldn't introduce my cousin to that bunch. It would be sweet revenge.
They're so jealous. It's a wonder their skin hasn't turned green.
Answer the phone, Donald?
Huh?
Answer the telephone?
Oh, yeah. Right. I thought that was in my head. Louise's Luncheonette. The best malts, floats, shakes, and egg salad sandwiches with or without lettuce.
My name is Beverly Griffith. I'm trying to reach a girl named Gracie Stanley.
Gracie? She's right here.
May I speak with her?
Gracie is for you.
For me?
Some lady named Beverly Griffith?
Beverly Griffith? Do you know who she is?
Isn't that Andy's wife?
No. She's the secretary to Ziggy's manager.
Wow.
Don't keep her waiting.
She probably wants to tell you what time Ziggy will be here.
I guess. Do I look okay?
You're not talking to her in person.
You look fine.
I'm getting kind of tired of holding this thing.
Hello? I hope you remember me, Miss Stanley.
Certainly I remember you, Miss Griffith. Nice to hear your voice. What time will Ziggy be arriving?
That's what I'm calling you about. Well, nothing's happened to Ziggy, has it? I'm afraid so. He's come down with a bad case of laryngitis.
Laryngitis?
His larynx is inflamed.
Inflamed?
Nothing seems to help. Under the circumstances, I'm sure you realize it would be impossible for him to attend your... What did you call the dance?
The hippity hop?
A hippity hop. Curious name. Perhaps another time. Goodbye, Miss Stanley.
No, don't hang up, Miss Griffith. Miss Griffith? Oh.
You don't look so good, Gracie.
Oh, I don't feel so good. I might just die.
Who's got laryngitis?
Who's inflamed?
What do you think?
Oh no!
Ziggy Springer! What are we gonna do? We'll never let you forget this.
This is a tragedy.
What are the kids gonna say?
Muffin will tell everyone that she was right about you all along.
This is gonna be so embarrassing. My reputation will be ruined. You won't be a teen queen anymore.
The kids won't speak to you anymore.
We'll have to cancel the hippity hop.
Come on, what's the big deal, guys? Just tell everyone the truth.
The truth?
Oh. Great idea! We'll just tell them the truth. Yeah! Who's gonna believe the truth? I promised Ziggy Springer and now I can't deliver him.
We'll have to cancel the hippity hop.
No, that would only make things worse.
I've gotta think of something to get out of this. Maybe. Ooh. It might work. It just might.
What?
Got a funny look in your eye, Gracie.
Donald, would you show me an impersonation of Ziggy? You know when he sings Oh Baby?
My pleasure. Oh, baby! Baby! Oh, baby! Hey, he's up at the eyeballs, Gracie. You're scaring me.
With any luck, we might get away with it.
You're not thinking what I think you're thinking.
Oh, yes, I am.
You can't substitute Donald for Ziggy.
That's crazy.
Besides, you'd never get away with it.
Well, I'm that desperate.
Are you nuts? The kids would tear me apart.
Here's what we'll do. We'll tell everybody that Ziggy's running late, and he has to make a plane connection to his next concert, and he'll only have time for one number.
Yeah, but they'll see it's Donald.
Ew. Oh, just after I announce that he's gonna sing, we turn off all the lights. The fuse boxes in the kitchen door will tell everybody it's a power failure.
I get you, and then Donald will come out.
Sing in the dark.
And disappear fast.
very fast.
Do you really think it'll work?
It's worth a try. Anything is worth a try.
I suppose.
Yakety yak, I won't do it.
Donald, my life is in your hands. My reputation, my future.
Well, when you put it that way, I still won't do it.
But you always said that you're as good as Ziggy Springer. This is your chance to prove it.
In a power failure?
What difference does that make?
Oh, I don't know. I've never sung in front of a live audience before. I'd be too nervous.
It would be a noble act. And for one shining moment, you could be a pop idol.
Me? A pop idol?
Why not? Girls would scream.
Girls will scream.
Guys will envy you.
Guys will envy me. Well, I like being envied. And I like girls screaming about me. If only it didn't have to be in the dark. It's creepy. Let me give it some thought. Okay, I'll do it.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
What do you know? I'm beginning to like the idea.
Donald, I could kiss you.
So could I.
Me too.
No, I don't kiss. Stay away. Stay away. Is that thing still over there?
Oh, baby. Baby. Rocks when she rolls, rolls when she rocks. Mama, mama, baby makes my heart go.
Work like a charm. I put a handkerchief over the mouthpiece.
Did Mrs. Nicholson say when she'd be leaving?
She said right away.
Couldn't be better.
Does Louise suspect anything?
Nope. She's so delighted the hippity hop is going on that she can't even think straight. She loves those kids. It would hurt her if the dance had been canceled.
We are gonna have a lot of explaining to do when this night's over.
One thing at a time.
You're right, you're right. One thing at a time.
I just really hope that I can get a signed picture of Ziggy Springer.
You and everyone at the hippity hop.
Come on, we got a lot of work to do before Ziggy gets here.
Hippity hop, hippity hop.
I hope you'll have time for a dance with me tonight, Gracie.
Of course I will, George. More than one.
I mean, you'll be so busy with your cousin and all. I understand if you don't want to dance with me.
What a thing to say. Besides, I thought Muffin Mansfield would be taking up all of your time.
Who told you something like that?
Word gets around.
I call that a wild rumor.
Do you, George?
I don't want you to be confused. I don't want you to come off as shy where girls are concerned. I suppose you noticed.
I never thought you were shy, George. Besides, a little shyness has to be expected with a transfer student.
But I'm not shy about basketball. Some people say I could play in the big leagues.
Really? I'm sure you will, George. If that's what you want.
I don't know what I want. I get confused sometimes.
I know the feeling. We're a lot alike.
I couldn't see you getting confused about anything. Gracie, I was wondering,
Yes, George?
would you like to go to the drive-in movie with me on Saturday? I could borrow my uncle's car.
The Road Buick Skylark convertible?
Yeah.
Well, what's the movie at the drive-in? Oh, I mean, never mind. That doesn't matter.
I, was, wondering,
Yes, George?
Oh, gee whiz. It's tough to be a teenager in love, and each night I pray to the heavens above. Yes, I pray.
Yes, I pray.
Hear me now.
Yes, I pray.
Tell me what
Hear me now. Tell me what can I do?
Guess I'm cursed.
Cursed.
Cursed to be
a
teenager in love.
It's tough to be a teenager in love. And each night I pray to the heavens above. Yes, I pray.
Yes, I pray.
Hear me now.
Yes, I pray.
Tell me what
Hear me now. Tell me what can I do?
Yes, I'm cursed.
Cursed
to be
a
a teenager in love.
It hurts,
How it hurts.
just to see
How it
you
hurts. Oh, it
and not
hurts.
have a clue
Yes, it hurts.
how I should act, what I should say.
Oh, the pain of it, oh, how it hurts. How it hurts.
When I'm
How it hurts. Oh, it
I
hurts.
just look away.
Yes, it hurts.
Now I can't help but
Now
cry.
I can't help but cry.
Someone please tell me why. It's tough to be a teenager in love. And each night I pray to the heavens for my tears settled down. Yes, I pray.
Yes, I pray.
Hear me now.
Yes, I pray.
Tell me what
Hear me now.
can
Tell me what
I
can I
do?
do?
Guess I'm cursed.
Cursed.
Cursed to be
a
a teenager in love. Yes, I'm cursed. Cursed to be a teenager in love.
It's tough to be a teenager in
Something's going on at the luncheonette, and I intend to see what it is. I have my suspicions. What do you want me along for? I may require the presence of the law. Besides, you're my distant cousin. Seems to be the theme of this play. Don't forget that. How could I? You may have to call for the wagon. The wagon. You know how teenagers are. There could be a riot. Riot? Teenagers can get pretty wild. Wild? Stop repeating everything I say. Well, I wish I knew what this was all about. The hippity hop. Hippity hop? What do I look like? The Easter Bunny?
Hey, look up ahead. It's that cop.
Officer Moore.
We don't want anything to do with her. She doesn't understand us.
I ain't afraid of heat. Besides, I got a strong feeling that tonight's the night that I'm gonna catch the crud, bust up my Harley Davidson Sportster.
Yes, in that I'm sure you're right.
The vibes never lie.
Riff,
Yes, in bed.
keep your eyes peeled.
Gosh, Sinbad, that sounds painful.
How do? How you folks doing tonight? Good? What's your name, sir? John. I had a cousin named John. He was all right. Give this man a glossy, all right? Ladies looking good tonight. Get a couple of these ladies up in here in the front. Glossy, definitely.
Y'all gonna pay for these glossies? I need some money.
You guys doing good. Did you guys see that imposter out there trying to do my thing out there? I never let myself sink to that level, you know? As a wise woman once said, don't fall asleep on the toilet, all right? Liking this guy over here, but you got some kind of new kind of sweater over there on. Get Mr. Rogers here and glossy. Beverly, honey, I think I just saw the future.
How about that?
Oh, you two. Again, hello. Couldn't dance with the rock star, could you? You know, I think you two could use a little more Christian education. You know, I always got to be thinking WWJD. Right? What would Jesus have danced? And let me tell you, he would have. But you didn't, and you couldn't. Don't give these ladies a gloss, Beverly. Don't give them a gloss. All right, just punch me. Oh, gotta go.
No.
I don't do that about you.
I'm never gonna get to Livermore.
It's a lovely dance party, Gracie.
I've been to better.
You don't know what you're talking about, Muffin.
It's the best hippity hop I've ever been to. I haven't been to any before tonight.
I'm surprised you're even here.
How come?
We thought you'd be at home reading comic books.
Spider-Man and Captain Marvel?
I can dance and read a comic at the same time.
I think we've danced enough, kids. After all, we all know why we're really here.
Ziggy! Ziggy! Ziggy!
That's right. Ziggy. Where is he?
Well, the truth is that, Ziggy...
Quit stalling.
Is he coming or not?
Relax.
He's already here, arrived a few minutes ago.
Why didn't you say so?
I wanted to build suspense.
He can't stay.
Why not?
He has to catch a plane to his next concert. He's a very busy guy.
Yeah, he'll only have time to sing one number. Hey, isn't some Ziggy better than no Ziggy?
No. He's eating.
I guess.
All right, well, stand back. Give him some room. Students of Livermore High, it gives me the greatest pleasure to introduce that teen pop idol that all America loves. The hippest and coolest, Ziggy Springer.
What happened to the lights?
Scared the dog. Must be a power failure.
Power failure!
Oh, baby man. Baby man. Oh, baby man. Baby man. Rock what you rolls. Rock what you rolls. Oh, no. Sit down.
Wait a minute. What is this?
Something's wrong.
That didn't sound like Ziggy.
Who is it then?
Donald Spinny!
Oh, I'm sorry, Gracie. I've never sung in front of a live audience before. I guess I got a little nervous.
Who turned on the lights? It must have been Louise.
It's not me! I'm not who you think I am! Does anybody want a fizz cola?
Does this look like Ziggy Springer?
No.
Does he sound like Ziggy Springer?
No way.
There you have it. Gracie isn't related to Ziggy, and she couldn't deliver him. She lied.
Hey, watch what you say about my sister.
Really, Muffin? I'm sure Gracie has a perfectly logical explanation. Don't you, Gracie?
Yeah. Yes, the truth is,
The truth is that he was coming, but he got laryngitis.
his larynx was inflamed. I knew how terribly disappointed everyone would be, so I did what I did.
She was only thinking of us. I think Gracie showed a lot of imagination.
Go bounce a basketball.
Hey, don't you dare talk to George like that.
You're a liar, Gracie Stanley. That's what you are. Admit it.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
Listen!
What is it? I don't know.
It's open. What kind of tricks are you up to now?
Nothing, I swear.
Oh, baby.
That voice!
It sounds like...
Oh, baby. She rocks when she rolls, rolls when she rocks. My baby makes my heart go tick-tock. Hiya, Cousin Grace.
I'm Gracie's brother, Bob. I'm your cousin, too.
Hiya, Cousin Bob.
I don't understand. Miss Griffiths told me you were too ill to come. You had laryngitis?
No, that's my manager's doing. Doesn't want me to sing without getting paid. Do you, Lenny? Had to have your secretary do your dirty work. Just
pretend that I ain't here right now.
Me neither.
Anyways, when I heard what they tried to pull, I said no way. I made a promise to my little cousin in Livermore, so here I am.
Just as I thought. We've got trouble. You called me up, didn't you, Louise? Disguised your voice and told me my brother was taken ill?
No, I didn't. Honest.
I did. You did it? Why?
Well, we didn't want to let the kids down.
How'd you find out?
I don't have a brother. I have a sister.
Oh, oops, my mistake.
I want this dance to end right now. Everybody out! Out! Out!
Before Ziggy sings? Ziggy who?
Ziggy Springer?
Ziggy Springer!
Maybe she needs some air.
Ziggy Springer? Here? Is such a thing possible?
He's right here.
Oh, Ziggy! I'm your #1 fan!
Well, I kiss your hand, madam.
That's Mrs. Nicholson. She owns Louise's luncheonette. She's me, distant cousin.
Ziggy Springer in my building in person? Oh!
So what can I do for you, little lady? Would you like an autographed picture of yours truly?
Oh, I would. Could you inscribe it to Eunice? That's my first name.
Sure thing. But Beverly, let's have a gloss. To Eunice, of Louise's luncheonette, love and kisses. Sick.
Love and kisses!
How's that, Eunice?
I don't know what to
Say
say.
thank you, don't ya?
Thank you, Ziggy. Louise, I want you to display this picture over the soda fountain. I want the whole town to see it. I'm going to buy a beautiful frame. I'll spare no expense.
What about the dry cleaning establishment?
I think we can forget about that. Didn't you hear what Ziggy wrote?
To Louise's luncheonette.
Exactly.
I saw him come in, Sinbad.
Point him out! Point him out!
That's him with the red.
Come here, you!
Oh, this is not my brother alone.
Let me explain!
Explain this!
I warned you once.
Come at me!
Get him, Sinbad.
All right, ladies, settle down now. Let me handle this. That'll be enough of that, Sinbad.
You don't understand. He's the one who smashed up my Harley-Davidson Sportster. Isn't there a law against smashing up private property?
About that motorcycle. Are you sure it's yours?
Of course it's mine. Of course it's Sinbad's.
Why are you asking?
Because we got a report of a stolen motorcycle. The description fits the one you've been riding, Sinbad. I think you and I ought to take a trip down to the station and have a few words. Unless, of course, you can show me your bill of sale.
I didn't steal it. They did. They told me it was a birthday present.
Oh, Sinbad, that's not true.
It's a big lie.
I can't go to jail. I got a medical condition.
Let's go, Sinbad. Call the station, will you, Louise? Tell them I need a squad car. We'll be outside.
It's all a mistake.
Aye. And you made it.
Is it my fault no one understands untamed youth?
Man, oh man, did I get lucky. My life's just been handed back to me. I've sure learned my lesson. I'll sure never touch another motorcycle again as long as I live. Well, until I get my own, that is.
Glad everything worked out for you, Bob.
You're a nice guy, and thanks to your sister, it's a great party. One surprise after the other.
Thank you, George. Muffin, you said you'd apologize to Gracie if Ziggy showed up?
A genuine teen queen never goes back on her word. It's an unwritten law. I apologize.
I accept your apology, Muffin.
Hooray!
Siggy? Oh, Siggy, I can't tell you what your being here means to all of us.
I'll stay as long as y'all want. What would I have? Beverly? Lenny?
Your boss.
Anyways, what's everybody standing around for? Let's rock.
Isn't it wonderful to be living in the Nifty Fifties?
You say it, Gracie.
That's our story, time to say goodbye.
Glad you stopped in for a little while.
And remember, if you're ever sad or feeling down,
Close your eyes and sit back. Take a ride
To the Nifty Fifties.
Black boots and a motorcycle jacket,
saddle shoes and bobby socks,
dungarees and a cool white t-shirt.
Take me right back to the Nifty Fifties. I want to be there every now and then. I'm cruising back to the Nifty Fifties. I'm gonna live it all again.
Come on along. Come on to the Nifty Fifties. Come on along. Come on to the Nifty Fifties. Come on along. Going back into the Nifty Fifties. Come on, Santa Claus.